Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Vintage Chill and Chat. My name is Sammy Thunder. I realize this is the first Chill and Chat in probably about I guess the first one in 2 weeks. Um, it's a long story why. So the Super Bowl was last week. The week before, I'm not going to get into because it was just a outside the hobby situation that came up. And I guess the week before that was the last one. Um, but welcome everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend. And this is going to be. It's great to kind of have the triple header back. I believe Alex is going to be doing his the card room at 8 o'clock, and then For Collectors goes on live at 9. So, which I believe that is going to be Caesar Pepino Man, if you don't know his actual name, Caesar. So he's going on with Mike Petty at 9 p.m. So really a stacked show back to back to back. Great way to finish. And if you're not working tomorrow because of President's Day, your weekend is only going longer. So even better for some, if hopefully for all. But let's see who's here, and we'll get started. So Andrew, what's up, buddy? For those that didn't get a chance to catch the episode of Cardboard and Cold Ones a few weeks back, Andrew joined us and was one of the top guests that we've had as far just his rapid fire collection showing. Everybody was really excited. Um, we almost didn't get Andrew to come on, but I'm glad we did. So I'm glad you decided to come on, Andrew. Everybody was really pleased with you showing up. Jacob Dahl is here. Hey, Jake. Mike, it is certainly time to chill after a long and just for some, I guess. I don't know if anybody got a chance to chill the entire weekend, but this is my kind of time to chill right now. So it's rainy and very cold up here in the Northeast. My co-host Jason is here. What's up, Jason? Peacemaker Cards, what's up? Pumped to hear a petty rant soon. He's full of them, it seems. Diamond Gems, howdy. Mr. President, welcome. Happy belated. Hodges, Brian, yes, thank you very much. Giving the video a like. He is the best at it. Orlando, the liaison of the hobby, the record breaker of the Hall of Fame. Hey, Mark, one of the largest collections that I've ever seen. And I haven't even been in the room, but I can only imagine how massive his collection is. Mark's collection knows no bounds. John, 3D80s Kid, my comrade from For Collectors. It's a pleasure to have you on there, man. Andrew, you were great, man. I mean, you can kind of see it. Mark is saying it right now. You were awesome. Tommy Hazelwood, what's up, buddy? It's a great name. And B. Phil, I am doing well. I hope you're doing well. Much better than I was a couple weeks back, but things are taking a turn for the best in terms of just in general. So again, thank you guys so much for being here. For me personally, the only hobby activities that I did was for maybe an hour and a half today, where I went to the Garfield show. I got there probably around 9:30 in the morning, and then Mookie from guys know Mookie Chelson. He showed up at around 10, I want to say, and so we walked the floor together, and Mookie picked up some really cool things. I picked up some really cool things, which I'll show you guys tonight. And I also just kind of picked out some oddball items from my collection that I may have shown once, but I just haven't really shown that often beyond that. It's kind of lived in a display case. Not this one, but there's one kind of sitting, kind of resting that I have. So I figured I'd share that. If you guys haven't caught my last video, I am currently selling off a lot of inventory that I've been kind of holding on to for a little bit. And so I was pleased to be able to sell off a lot of the graded, pretty much all the graded cards that I had remaining in my inventory. Um, so yeah, I mean everything: the Tris Speaker, the Clemente rookie, the Hank Aaron rookie. Excited to be able to move it all, and it'll go to a new collection at some point in the future. Uh, the way I see it is that these cards, if I ever really want to go back and get a Hank Aaron rookie card or Roberto Clemente rookie card, I can always go to a show, and chances are I'll find one. I mean, maybe not the smaller local shows, but some of the bigger regional ones. Usually a lot of those vintage guys that have deep inventories will have a Hank Aaron, so it's not a grave concern. I'm not having any sort of remorse. Maybe so. It's time to move on. Time to kind of expand my collection in a certain, well, not expand, but continue focusing my collection in certain ways that with Mathewson, Mays, Seaver, Ryan. So that's just the way my mind works right now. Let's see. Some other people have come in since then. Chris, what's up, buddy? Chris, man, Mr. T206. He is the go-to guy for that stuff. Good to have you here, man. Litzy Sports Cards. Ahoy, everyone. Hope everybody all are having a great evening. Yes, I absolutely agree. And the beers, yes. Although that will be saved for Thursday. As episode number 23, by the way, Jason is going. I mean, Jason has full control over this one. I had control over the last two episodes. Having our guests. So it's important that number 23 goes to Jason in honors of Michael Jordan. So I imagine the next episode is going to be a very Jordan-heavy basketball one. But maybe we can mix in some baseball as well. Find some players, number 23, maybe even a Jordan baseball card. So here we go. Aaron, yeah, agree. Moving in similar directions. I think Aaron and I are kind of like in a similar foundation as far as what we like. I think Aaron has a little bit more of an expanded preference in terms of, I mean, like I'm so narrow to who I collect, but I think Aaron is definitely a lot more open-ended with the players that he wants. But him and I we collect in a similar style. We try to find those kind of unique oddities that you just don't see all the time. And Orlando shares the same sentiment. You can get those cards anytime. Yeah, like it's funny. I don't generally have a lot of feeling of remorse after like a loss of a card, because it's one of those things. Like I know, like if, like for example, this is a drastic side of the spectrum here, but like if I ever were to sell the Coca-Cola Willie Mays, I would probably not sleep that night. So yeah, man, I think that's the Hank Aaron Clemente. I made a big sale that included those cards and Tris Speaker T206 and a couple of other cards. One card I got today at the Garfield show, which I will show you in a little bit. Mr. Carlisle, good evening, sir. Mr. Thunder, that is yours truly. Yeah, man. I still have a bunch of these. So, I mean, I was thinking about, uh, coming up with a new card for this national that's coming up, but I feel like I don't know. I have a really cool idea, but it's going to take a lot of hoops and bounds to make it work. I think you guys, if I do make it work, I think you guys will like it. Beefil says he has a hoarding problem with my cards. I can't sell them. Listen, everybody's different. It's there's nobody's brain is wired the same way. And Jason shares the same thing. He's a hoarder or a collector. He's working on it. It's a work in progress. Rick, what's up, buddy? Jason is going to have Jordan as a guest. Wow. I wish. I mean, if Jason is holding out on me and has these amazing connections, I need to know this. Litzy says we are all hoarders, but the nicer term is collector. It's a better way to look at it. Warren D in the house. What's up, Warren? Good to have you here, man. Episode 23 could be Mattingly. Yeah, oh, of course. Mattingly, Sandberg themes. Perfect, man. Sandberg is right up Jason's alley, too, being Chicago. All about Chicago. Jason's filling in here. Sandberg, Ventura, Devin Hester, all 23. By the way, I was just on the phone talking about this with some knucklehead in this live. Fantastic. What? Oh, Eddie's cardboard case. Hello, everybody. It's so catchy. It's so catchy. Just make sure your new card is a refractor. I don't. Yeah, man. We were talking about the shiny cards today at the Garfield show. I didn't. Mookie was saying, "Oh, avert your eyes, avert your eyes. It's so bright." And I said, "I didn't bring my sunglasses." Tommy says it's hard for him to sell anything, but if you do sell the stuff, you could buy back tomorrow. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. You know, I think we all kind of go down a certain direction with our collections, and at various times we'll buy cards that we feel in the moment is right for our collection, and then 6 months, a year, or 2 years later, your collection preferences change, and that connection you had with that card is no longer as strong as it once was. I know that might make me sound like a non-collector. I don't know. It's making me think about that video Mangini did about are you a collector? And now it's making me self-conscious about if I am one or not. Rocket Rick is here. What's up, Rick? Robin Ventura is one of the very good players now, most known for one unfortunate incident, getting six punches to the face. But you know what? He was a solid Met. I can't fault him, man. Oh, Bobby Thompson, of course, my grandfather's favorite baseball player. Definitely a good player to bring into the fold. I actually don't think I have any Bobby Thompson cards. I've been thinking about getting the Bobby Thompson Coca-Cola card that he has. He actually has two of them, which is cool. Knucklehead approved for episode 23 ideas. Hey, what's up, Fishin'? How you doing, bud? Good to have you here again. Episode 23 can bend it like... Oh, Jesus. Thank you, Andrew. Any Mario Mendoza fans in the house? John Rambo, I'll leave that up to the chat to decide that one. Shitty weather we're having today. This brings up the mood. I'm happy to do what I can. It's crappy here too. I'm just glad that I'm indoors and not outside right now. The joy of collecting is you can always make a 180 and collect something else. Yeah, absolutely. I've done that a number of times. In fact, one of those 180s is the Louis Tiant card that I got up here. That one was just by chance. And I was at a show, which actually was a great show. A good Venezuelan card there, and the Willie Mays were packaged together in a great deal. I just like the Louis Tiant card because of a number of things. Louis Tiant was the manager at the Savannah College of Art and Design when I was applying for schools, and I was thinking about going down to Georgia to play baseball there, and it would have been great to have Louis Tiant be the manager, but unfortunately it didn't work out. But other things is, just the depth. I guess I could just grab it, right, and just show it off because I've shown it before. But yeah, it's just the depth on that. The hills or the mountains behind. I love the lights, the stadium, that giant brown webbed glove that he's got. He's a solid pitcher, man. I really hope and I mean, rest in peace, Louis Tiant. I do hope he gets in at some point. Man, I'm not in this hobby to scrutinize those others and how they collect. It's always okay to move on from cards. Nothing's permanent. I appreciate that, Triple V. I totally agree as well. Just kind of everyone goes their own way. You're in Hudson Valley. Yeah, if you're further north from the city, then it's definitely a lot, probably a lot colder there. Should do a show focus on Munson or maybe all-time catchers. Maybe make sure you include bench. It wouldn't be a bad idea at some point to do a catcher. Do a catcher show. If you ever sell the Tiant, let me know, Sammy. I'll be sure to do so, Orlando. Definitely will do so. Dan says Lewis Taint is how it's pronounced. I know you guys. Yeah, man. I don't want to go down that wormhole. Snowing and cold here in Ohio. I'm 70 miles from Strongsville. I hope. You know what? I mean, April is a funny time, man. I don't know how it is in Ohio in April. I don't know if it's like if it can be beautiful or snow. So I'm hoping that it's gorgeous time during the Strongsville weekend. And if you guys don't know, my the super group that if I could do it right, there we go. The super group that I belong to with four collectors, we are hosting a trade night on that Saturday night of that weekend in the Best Western Ballroom. We will be hosting there after the show is over from I think 6 to 9 or 10. So we'll definitely get there. We'll definitely be doing more announcements as time goes. Let's see. I know someone who is very familiar with Scad. I guess you were talking about Alex. Let's see. Your cards, your collection, your way. That should be the motto for 2025. You did it, buddy. You did it, Hammer. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't be the first time, John. So, and Orlando is trying to set him straight. Yes. Ken, evening all sunny and snowy here in Colorado. Colorado's another funny state, but I'm glad it's sunny and snowy. You got to get a little bit of both. It was bitterly cold at night in Strongsville last April. Yeah, I mean, at least it wasn't snowing. I don't know. I guess that's a question for Craig. If it can snow in April, I imagine it probably could. So, and oh, there you go. Had 6 inches today. So Warren D and CLE. Yeah, that's what she said. Are there really 4 collectors, or are you like the Big Ten? We're getting there. We're getting there. I appreciate you. I appreciate you thinking of us as the Big Ten, though. Let's see. Hi, I'll just finish watching Brent Richards' grading video. That's an unsung hero right there, is Brent. Good to see you, Steven. Hyping Strongsville so much. I hope it exceeds the hype. I think it will. I think it will. I think last year was kind of like the starting point because they pivoted from the hotel to the ice arena. And I think because of the part of the, I mean, it probably would be an arrogant statement to make that, the content YouTube collectors or YouTube world would be responsible for hyping it out because it's not just us. There's a lot more to it than just us, obviously. Let's see. Trying to get up the courage to post cards without judgment. Yeah. Don't let anybody deter you going fishing. I think you definitely should. There's no, people want to see new channels all the time. So, and if you decide to create a channel, then eventually Jason and I will probably have you on Cardboard and Cold Ones. I only saw the one dunk. I didn't watch it. I only saw the one dunk that player in Orlando did. Jumped over the car, the Kia, and I mean that's incredible. Pretty cool. Let's see. 4 collectors is a big tent. Lots of community commitment from that outfit. Damn right. 5 collectors should have a basketball team. Sammy, Theo, tall guys. Yeah, I'm kind of like a Dirk Nowitzki type where I can shoot threes. I'm an outside. I've always been an outside shooter when I played. So I think that's yeah. I'm not one of those. I'm not gonna one of those to throw elbows down in the post. Maybe I guess Theo might be able to do that. PSA thing is making me just put cards in one-touch cases instead. I mean, to each their own. Man, the only man with a wrench is late. You won't ask. Yeah, I'm not. I can't. I don't start over anymore. Post, and create content. You will love the ability to see yourself in 5 years. That I don't know about you guys, but do you guys ever watch your videos back? I I tend not to. Try not to. But you're right though, Chris. Go back 5 years from your first video all the way to your current day. It's quite a progression. Uh, I just showed 25-cent cards in my video. No judgment in this community. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Those who judge are merely judging themselves and their own insecurities. Who watched that hockey game last night? Great game. I only saw the beginning where the fight happened. I think that's what you're referencing. Mookie, such an amazing gift to Orlando from you. Interesting. Some diamond gems in the 25-cent box. You never know. I got a Willie Mays 71 tops for 25 cents once. It was my pleasure. Those programs can be a treasure trove. Cool. Man, you guys are rapid fire tonight. It's awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. Um, Boston fan, I don't want to rewatch my videos. Hope my kids do one day, though. That'd be great. Okay. So, I'll show you what I picked up at Garfield today. One of the pieces already sold, actually, but I picked this up. I already have one. So, but I mean, look at that centering. Tom Seaver, rookie stars. Pick this up. Great piece. So that was from Garfield today. I made a couple of bargain bin purchases, which I kind of imagine are going to be, for resale at some point. But it's 1970 Orlando Cepeda. Thought it looked really sharp. The corners, and I know people really put a lot of effort into finding sharp cards from both 70 and 71. Here's a Johnny Bench 72. Here's a Johnny Bench, I think from 78. This one, I figured, being in New York, you'll definitely find collectors who will pay premiums for, again, talking about 71s, pay premiums for cards that have super sharp corners, and especially if they're Mets players. So I found this Gil Hodges in there. Obviously there is some issues with it, but but nevertheless, nice looking card. And then finally out of that box was the 3 out of 5 benches, 75 bench. I know people really like the 76 bench just because of the an action photo they have, but the 75 is pretty sweet too. So those are some of the buys that I made. The Seaver did sell, so unfortunately that has moved. But I have some other cool stuff that I'm selling. One of which has already been sold. But Matt from the Card Story is buying the 1977 or 78 Sports Challenge vinyl records. I asked him if he had this, and he said he didn't. And I said, hey, let's make a deal. Give this to you for a price you cannot refuse. So there's a whole bunch of them in here. So if anybody's interested in these, let me know. But you got Ted Williams in the same set. Still has the original price tag on the back. If you guys, from two guys. I'm guessing it was sold in 1986, because the year shows 0986. Maybe not. for 69 cents. Oh, here's a Bobby Thompson. I was lying. I do have a Bobby Thompson to show. Shot heard around the world. Bobby Thompson. Here's a Bill Mazeroski. Wins the 1960 World Series. Still has a cellophane on it, a little, kind of to protect the grooves in the vinyl. For any Yankee fan out there, Don Larson, 56 World Series perfect game. Here's one of the Mets for any big Mets fan. 1969 Miracle Mets with Jerry Koosman, Don Clendenin. This is what you guys saw what the back looks like. For any Red Sox fan, here's a Fred Lynn. Has an incredible day in Detroit. And you guys were talking about Bench before. Here's Johnny Bench. Beats Pirates in 72 playoffs. So outside the Hank Aaron, all of those are for sale as well. They will be made available. And the ones that I kept for myself, you guys can only guess which ones I kept. But this is one of the items I kept of Nolan Ryan when he was not with the Mets, but with the Angels. His fourth no-hitter. Willie Mays, when he hit his first home run as a Met. And I didn't appreciate this one, but Tom Seaver, where the Cubs ruined his perfect game. Not exactly what I was hoping for in a vinyl record, but what can you do? So those are PC items. Let me check back in with you guys, see what's going on. Alrighty. Sorry, I'm just kind of going back to see where we left off. I don't know if I saw Carlisle might have left, or no, did he not leave? No, 1.5. Yeah, so it's hard to really make out in the camera because really it kind of shows beautifully. But there are some, you could kind of see when I got closer, you got some creases, wrinkles, and such. But the centering really kind of takes it over. Tommy's asking what cards are on my radar. He's been looking at more into autographs lately. I need to do a video on that. I have stuff I would like to buy, but I don't know if it's maybe possible. I haven't really been buying for the PC lately. I'm trying to think. The last PC item I bought was the Burke Ross Willie Mays, and that was back in January at the White Plains show. So I haven't, or have I bought? I don't know. I don't think I've bought anything else for myself lately. I bought some transograms that are coming in. I'll share that in a little bit because we're about 30 minutes in. But I bought some transograms recently, and I will be unveiling a giveaway for, hopefully, if I get to 3,000 subscribers, then I will do a giveaway. Don't tell Petty, it's a VR. Or maybe not a VR. We'll see. So Orlando says, you only rewatch a Strongsville and National Dealer Table videos sometimes. Yeah, it's useful to kind of know which dealers have what and for the next year. Yeah, I was kind of, honestly, the first thing that caught my eye was that centering. Hard to beat a low-grade centered card. Thank you, Tommy. Seaver card is pretty cool. Seaver rookie is my gold card at Strongsville. I think you'll have a lot of great opportunities for that one. Which one are you referring to, Boston? Is that the you're talking about the Seaver? Or are you talking about the Orlando Cepeda? Because I think you wrote that when I was showing that one. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, it's a good card. Not a bad card at all. Let's see. Try to show what I can, man. Okay. So Carlisle, so you just completed the 72 and 77 top set, about 6.5 years to complete each. Were you collecting them graded, or were you collecting them? Were you very selective in what you were in the condition? Uh, Thank you, Jason. Well, we had 51 at one point. I think we have 44 now. But yeah, man, really, again, really appreciate you guys coming out for this. Again, we have a great triple header of content, live streams. We have the vintage chill and chat. Then we have Alex the Bowman 53's the card room at 8. I assume he's doing it, and 4 collectors at 9 o'clock with Pepino Man and Petty. Rant for the ages. I guess, yeah, I think Ken left. Ken, if you're still here, have a good night, buddy. Gil Hodges is one of the athletes from the past that I would have liked to meet. Yeah, he seemed beloved by everybody, and great player as well. Great player. The 76 bench makes him look like he just kicked someone's. Absolutely. That's true. Maybe that's why people like it so much. Can never go wrong with Johnny Bench. No. I feel like Johnny Bench is always, he's a beloved player in the hobby. His rookie card you can really get at a reasonable price, but there's definitely some unique oddities out there that go for big money of his. Especially when you start talking about the 68 Venny rookie, big money, big dollars. He's a Hoosier. I didn't know he was a Hoosier. That's cool. Let's see where we're at. Orlando likes the record. Carlisle likes the record. Very nice. Willie Mays, yes. That lint is similar to the image they used on the 75. That's cool. I didn't know that. Carlisle says he has some Auravision records. Mantle, Spawn, K-Line, Koufax, and Frank Robinson. Yeah, the Auravision has become Jason's big thing, but he's slowly kind of trying to distance himself from that. Man. Looking forward to that. Oh, thank you, Eddie. Appreciate that, man. Oh, man, Petty overheard me. Crap. I'm in trouble. The Ryan Transagram giveaway. I don't know if it's going to be the Ryan Transagram, but certainly some good ones, I think. You're here for the Pokemon cards. I hate to disappoint, but I'll draw you a Pokemon card if you want. Okay, yeah, the Cepeda. So, yeah, I don't know if his card number, let me see what card number he is. Cepeda. Card number 555. So I want to say it's probably a semi-high number because I think the high numbers start in the 600s. Thinking about getting rid of all my current cards except one I inherited from my late twin brother and starting over from 0. I don't know if you want to get rid of all your cards, with the exception of that one. I couldn't really do all of them. I've thought about selling a bunch and kind of keeping like 5 or 10 big cards. Carlos says he was selective. Lean to ungraded cards when possible. X to mint plus. Yeah, I feel 72 is especially because that's such a monster set to build. The 70 was the 77 you said, or 78. That one I feel like you could probably get done a little bit quicker, but it's cool though. There's no reason to jump and try to rush yourself to get that one done. This is the pregame show to the Petty Super Bowl. I feel like the Petty Super Bowl, he's had many Super Bowls at this point. It's kind of hard to pick one. What's your thought on the Muhammad Ali rookie card? I actually would like to know what that looks like because I haven't seen it. I have the full 64 set of Aura Vision and one of the 3 image variations from the 62 set. Yeah, see, Jason is Mr. Aura Vision. That's 2 a poll, and what card you should get to fill that top right void in display case. Well, I was going to show it first, but let's put it up there after. Yeah, man, had to do it. Seaver Bazooka. It's going up there. There you go, everybody. Mission accomplished. Freddie Lynn had 3 homers and 10 RBIs that night in Detroit. That's probably what's on that vinyl. Is Petty going to be shotgunning beers tonight? We can go on DraftKings and place a bet on that. No big cards, but certain ones they have a certain appeal because none are perfect and have the character of our generation being an '80s kid. Speaking of Seaver, did he pick up the Topps Living card that just came out? I actually have not seen that, so I don't know. No, not unless you want to shotgun with me. Pepperoni Man drank me out of house and home, and I haven't rebooted. Nice. All right, 37 minutes in, guys. Let's see what else we got going on. Well, I could show this. I got the Hall of Fame patch. Has come in. So thank you, Jake, for sending this over. I was thinking about putting it on the 4 collectors jersey that we have because it matches so well. Put it on the put it on the sleeve. And Jake also sent me one of his cards. Great looking card. All of his statistics on the back. That's pretty cool. Let's see some more oddities, man. More oddities. I got a bunch of those team issued photos. Yeah, I love this. Nolan Ryan. I think this is from 70 or 71. Here's from a different picture pack. I like this Juan Marichal. I think this is from 61 or 62. This was in the set of with Mays. I think it's from here's the Mays. Great shot of Mays, by the way. Another solid one. Here's the 57, I think. 57, J Publishing picture pack. This one's going to come slowly. It's that time, guys. Make sure when you go on the 4 Collectors live stream tonight, time to get Seaver face with Petty. This one I got from a buddy who sets up at the Philly show, Woody. Woody gave this card to me. He says they give these out every year at Keystone Academy, or it's now known as Keystone College. But they do this performance, I guess, or reenactment. This guy dresses up as Christy Mathewson and give these cards out. Always appreciate it. So Doc Gooden is going to be, well, now I think about it, I'm not going to be in town for that. There's a card show coming up where Doc Gooden is going to be signing, and I wanted him to sign the this really cool baseball card magazine All-Star. Here's an autograph on a dollar bill by Willie Mays. That's pretty cool. And the Renata, what's her? I'm going to mispronounce her last name. Is it Galasso? Gelasso? I think it's Galasso with a G. It's from the 1984 art card series. You got Christy Mathewson. Really like these. They're just really beautiful looking pieces, and there's so many big names in this set. So that's pretty cool. Let me catch up with the chat just so I can see where we left off. Okay. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it, man. Hall of Fame worthy for sure. How much are you selling the Hall of Fame patch for? I'll trade it for the for the American caramel die cut Mathewson you have. I think that's an even trade. Although I don't think you need one since you have one already. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate it, man. Are you four collectors going to make relic cards now? Definitely could, I imagine. I'll leave that up to John. Put the patch on display. That's okay. You know, I'm going to put it on the jersey, the four collectors jersey. I think that's probably where it's going to go. I don't really, because you can, I guess, I can put it up here and just have it sit, I suppose. Yeah. We need the 72 Topps poster Joe Torre face. I got to see that one. Is there a significance to only putting 25 cards in your case? It looks like one or two more would fit in each row. Yeah, John, I kind of just like separating them because it kind of creates a focal point on each card. And when you stuff the rows with too many cards, it looks, you don't really get the full, you get the full scope of what of all the cards, but at least here it's kind of easy to kind of glance and appreciate and focus on one card at a time that way. Or it might be that I'm extremely neurotic and just OCD in that regard. I started picking up those team issues recently as well. That's cool, man. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. When I was a kid, I wrote to Fred Lynn, and asked what his favorite moment was in a Red Sox uniform, and he wrote back, "That's pretty cool." Tom Seaver, baby. Yeah, man. Seaver face. It's time to get Seaver faced in the next few hours. So that's one of the cards used on thumbnail. Yeah, it is. Oh, the one on the left in the thumbnail, I sold that one. That one is that's the Ted Simmons face. Craig's asking if I have the Dell stamps, maybe of history. I have the Dell stamps to show. Where are they? They're right here, I think. Yeah, I could definitely do a history on them, like one of my deep dives, I suppose. Yeah, the Clemente. Here's the Hank Aaron. I like the Bob Gibson because, you know, standing definitely in spring training somewhere. Ernie Banks. Great shot of him there, smiling. Pete Rose. Steve Carlton. Johnny Bench. And lastly, Reggie Jackson. So pretty cool. Dell stamps. Maybe I'll do a video on it. I was gifted by a client the other day a book signed by Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra, Sam Musial, Ken Ham, Harmon Killebrew. That's pretty amazing. John says I am neurotic. Yeah, thank you. I actually thought it looked like Ted Simmons, but I'm not used to him with his eyes open. He seems to pull a Forrest Gump every photo. It's pretty amazing. Peter says that Dell stamps were sold by teams in a book, also an All-Star book. Yeah, I think I have the Mets book of that. I've got the complete Dell set in the original box book. I'm not surprised. Mark, you have everything, man. You have so much stuff. About the Red Sox Dell stamp book as a kid, and they look sharp, nice colors. Yeah, they do. They're really it's a great set because it doesn't cost a whole lot. I mean, the Clemente is probably like maybe $15 max, maybe. The Hank Aaron's probably in that range too. They're not. They don't go for a lot of money. They're not, big top dollar items. Um, all right, I think we covered everything for tonight. We're at 46 minutes in, and definitely want to give everybody time to do what they have to do before going on to Alex's channel, Bowman53, to watch the card room tonight. But I do want to thank you guys for jumping on tonight. We had a great number of people. So I have to check the schedule again for when I'm going live on For Collectors on Sunday, but I believe it's coming up soon. So uh, if I'm not doing a For Collectors live stream next Sunday, then I'll be here at 7 p.m. So again, thank you guys so much for jumping on. Appreciate it. I'll have a card show video ready for you guys tomorrow, hopefully, of the Garfield visit. And everybody have a good start to their week. And oh, Mark just sent me a text, probably to show me the Dell stamp stuff. Thank you, Mark. Everybody have a good night. I'll see you soon. Take care.